I'm a block boy and block boys do block things. I'm a block boy and block boys do block things. I'm a block boy and block boys do block things. Once you in it, then you in it, and there's no stopping. I'm a block.
Welcome back.
Yes, sir. All right.
The BlockBoy SportsTalk.
Your man Vex.
Yes, this is Marco Polo.
You already know how we do it.
And this week, NFL
Week 14, baby.
Yeah, baby. Man, there's been a lot of upsets every week.
Yes, sir.
We're about to get right on into it. How we starting at the day?
Well, we got to start on Thursday night, man. That's where you got to start on an incredible Thursday night game. For those who watched it on Thursday night, y'all saw what happened, man. Y'all saw the Raiders come out and look like they were world beaters for 3.5 quarters.
The Raiders have been playing good football. Above average football. Not necessarily good football all year, but not enough to get W's. I mean, Devontae Adams put up some big numbers.
Right.
I mean, if you tuned in, they got some people that you come to watch.
Right.
They just not getting W's.
Yeah, Adams and they got Jacobs at the running back. But look, listen, what happened on Thursday night was epic because guess what happened? They brought in Baker, the touchdown maker. That's right. Baker Fake Mayfield came in, and the thing about it was he was just playing for the Carolina Panthers 2 days earlier, and Carolina bid him a farewell. The Rams pick him up.
He gets the W.
And he goes in there.
It looks good, though.
And he pulled a Tom Brady.
He looks good getting the W, too, as another rebirth, I suppose. The quarterback position is still thin in the NFL, as we can see.
Right.
If the quarterbacks get hurt, the backups can become very valuable this season.
Yeah, and no question. And, Baker came out, he played great, and he may end up being the quarterback in the future. They have a little problems with their starting quarterback who seems to have injury. He got his little, I call him.
His little Super Bowl ring.
He got his little ring, and I call him Pat the Stafford. You know what I mean? Because all he did was pat his stats for a long time. But he got him a ring, so, we'll see how that plays out coming in the near future, And that was the Thursday night game. Starting off the week.
Tight 1-point game.
Mm-hmm.
A couple people who really don't matter.
Right. But anyway, if you're a fan of that mob, hey, we wish you the best. The Bills and the Jets got into it on Sunday, man, and that was a great game.
Tight, decent defensive game.
Defensive game playing in bad weather. In bad weather, you got to usually have a running game. Josh Allen came to play good. Mike White. Hey, I'm telling you, man, they might got a quarterback up there with the Jets. That might be what they got to work with, man. I'm just telling you what y'all have to do.
Not good enough to beat the Bills.
Not good enough to win, but
they've been looking good.
They look good. They were able to hold it down. The Bills were able to still be in the playoff and looking like they still want to make that possible AFC run to go deep into the playoffs. We're going to see how that goes with Josh Allen and his crew.
Yeah.
We want to go to the Bengals. The Bengals came out, played good.
They've been playing really solid, man. My man Joe. What y'all know about my man Joe?
Joe Cool.
And Joe Burrow, man.
Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase coming back off injury, playing well.
If he continues like this, I think he's in MVP race.
Very much so. Watson has not came to the party just yet for the Cleveland Browns. He's still looking like someone who hasn't played in a couple of years. I don't know some of the things that, considering some of the off-field things that he had to contend with, and just trying to get back in football shape. The Cleveland Browns weren't really ready this week to get the victory against a thriving Bengals team.
Last week. Moving forward to your mom.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
The Cowboys and Houston, and they had a problem in Houston.
Yeah.
They escaped. They put a Houdini.
Yeah.
And roll the man on out. Roll 21 on into the touchdown last seconds, man.
Hey man, listen. I'm gonna say this. That's my mom. For those that don't know, I'm a Cowboy fan, and that game was kind of hard to watch. I threw up in my mouth a little bit because here it is. When you're trying to make a Super Bowl run, you have to be convincing and have to be consistent. And I've had a problem with Dak Prescott for quite some time. I mean, people that know me know I'm not a big Dak fan, but he managed to pull it out down the stretch. And on one sort of the end of it, I'm like, maybe they kind of took him lightly. They figured they were 17-point favorite. They were going to kind of come out.
Houston was trying to punch y'all in the mouth. They came out, punched y'all in the mouth. They really wanted the W.
And
y'all squeaked it out.
Yeah,
y'all squeaked it out.
At the end of the day, the better team win, and a W is a W.
Yeah, good.
We've had that conversation. A W is a W. You know what I mean? You win ugly at the end. Hey, you know what I mean? 1 point or 1,000 points, you get the W. And they got to play a little bit more consistent, and it will reflect in my top 5. And we'll talk about that when we get to that.
We'll definitely talk about that top 5 in a minute.
Hey, man, look, check this out. We had your boy, old cousins. Your family. We like to refer to them as family.
My man cousins. Minnesota and Detroit. And, man, I don't know if their cousin stole something from the house, and when he came back to Detroit, they beat him up for that.
Man.
But they didn't like that cousin. That was one of the cousins. That was on their father's
We
side.
were high on the Vikings. We were really high on the Vikings.
I mean, they still high on them, but Detroit was not.
Tough division game, and Detroit is like, Campbell, former Cowboy coach, he's up there coaching their mob up. They were playing tough early in the season and couldn't get wins, but now they're getting wins, and they're playing at a high clip.
And
Shout out to
fighting
Detroit.
for a playoff.
Hey, they still in contention.
They in contention, and they own the tiebreaker with the Giants and the Commanders.
Yeah, well, but first and foremost, only way they're gonna get in the playoffs is if they win their division. They're not gonna get in the playoffs unless they win their division. First and foremost, they're not even gonna get a wild card because it's just not gonna be available for them. That's what's gonna happen. I'm just telling you that. So they gotta win. That's where they at. Their hopes are only to try to fight back and squeak that division out between themselves and Minnesota.
Point being, they did beat Minnesota.
Oh, very handily.
It was not a problem with it.
Not at all.
Moving forward to the number 1 team in the NFL.
Ooh.
They had a division game.
Yeah.
They almost put up a 50 burger on the New York Giants.
Didn't look good.
They didn't look good.
No, I mean, I'm gonna tell
Giants.
Sheesh. Well, shout out to all the Philly fans out there. I know you guys are really hyped right now. I would be too, because the Eagles look poised to dominate and go straight through like a hot knife through butter and go right to the Super Bowl.
On both sides of the ball.
They look great on all levels. Defense. Hurts, he has leapfrogged my main man, Pat Mahomes.
MVP.
For MVP voting in my book right now. He's leapfrogged Patty Cake, and I didn't think nobody was going to do that. And of course, we'll get to that in a minute. But right now, the Eagles look very solid. They look like
they beat up on the Giants.
They don't look like they come every week and they like, all right, next. You know what I mean?
Yeah, next.
You walk in, get whooped, and they send you out the back door. So, hey, them Eagles look tough. I don't have a lot to say. They just look tough. They are vicious. That's it for me. They punished the Giants.
Moving on to Baltimore and Pittsburgh.
Backup quarterback against a young, thriving quarterback. Pittsburgh Steelers tried to fight and hold on. This is not their season.
It's a good game, though.
It was a very good game to watch. The Ravens just want to hold on to see if they can get Lamar back, and they're still getting wins with a backup quarterback. I like Huntley. He played tough. It was a hard-fought division game.
They needed that game.
And they needed that game.
They lost that game. Cincinnati would have definitely been in the driver's seat.
Exactly. So, and they held on. So, hey, man, Harbaugh's up there. He keeps them boys. They get wins. I don't know what they'll do in the playoffs. They just seem to be a team that really just wins regular season games for some reason. But down the stretch, I think they're lacking. I think they're lacking in secondary.
I hope Lamar come back.
But I want to see him come back.
Go a little deep in the playoffs.
Exactly.
Maybe to the Super Bowl. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
They get that really big contract.
Yes. And speaking of not just contracts, guys that are going to be really huge, in your main man Lawrence. out there in Jacksonville. I don't know, the weather must be really nice out there because
Trevor Lawrence
is coming into his own, the league.
Early.
Beware, because
Early.
this is one of the big upsets of the weekend. The Tennessee Titans got manhandled.
He coming in early and being a star like similar to like how Morant came in the NBA.
Man,
Out of nowhere, I'm gonna stop. Hey, I'm gonna stop.
And
Nah, for real, I'm gonna stop.
And the boy
Watch this.
Ingram is still, they tight end is still catching passes right now in the game mode because he was catching everything out there and destroying them people. Hey man, shout out Trevor Lawrence, Jacksonville. They got something to be working with.
They beat up
AFC.
on Tennessee. Tennessee been taking losses back to back.
Yeah,
but
they
this
third
is a
loss in a row.
rivalry game. If people do not remember, these were some of the original expansion teams. Tennessee and Jacksonville. That's sort of like the Commanders and the Cowboys. So on, so forth. So you never know what to expect. But Jacksonville went in there and punched Tennessee all around, dragged around. Trevor Lawrence said, "Hey, I'm the person to watch." Henry did get his thing off. He dragged people around. He got his yards.
Fumbles,
in the first half.
Fumbles.
But Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars, they was not playing
At all.
They put up 36 points.
Yeah, they put up the points, and their defense was biting, and they just, they was all over Tannehill. It made him look subpar. He looks like the quarterback who a lot of people think they are.
Yeah.
That's what it is, man.
Tannehill, we thought you were.
Yeah, buddy.
C+.
And moving right along to your mob. You want to discuss it?
To the Broncos.
To the Denver Broncos.
Denver Broncos.
Denver. Because their season is over.
Season is over.
And, it's been fun. It's a fun ride. I don't know, man.
They look good, though. They look good in the comeback effort. Jerry Jeudy ran all over them people's shows.
Time out. Kansas City got bored, okay? It was 27-0, man. All right? And in a 27-0 game, and you play dealing with professionals, it's hard to just keep your foot on somebody's neck. And Denver made a good comeback. Wilson ended up going out. Hope he gets better. Hope it's not too serious.
As stated, Jerry Jeudy ran all over those people on the second half in the comeback effort.
Okay.
Jerry Jeudy looked really good.
He needs a bright spot to look at. Look on the bright side.
The concussion from this multi-millionaire quarterback that we signed that doesn't seem like it was the best move.
He got a beautiful wife.
He played hard into the concussion. Yeah. He should have slid.
Yeah.
And that's enough said. We still had a nice effort. We lost by a couple of points.
Right.
It wouldn't have mattered anyway.
E for effort. E for effort. You get an E for effort, and that is about it. And my main man against my main man, Patty Cake, Pat Mahomes, who did extraordinary plays as he does week in, week out, which keeps him high on the MVP race. Because at the end of the day,
he threw some nice, crazy passes.
Oh my God! At the end of the day, he got the victory. Like I said, the W is a W. And an ugly win is better than a beautiful loss. And I don't even know if there's ever been a beautiful loss. But an ugly win, you'll take them. Yeah, and that's what it is, man. I mean, Patty Cake, man. He's still high on my MVP rate, right behind Jalen Hurts.
I got him on third behind Burrow as well. But moving forward, Carolina and Seattle. It's a nice upset there, if you want to call it that.
Wow, that is an upset. They travel to the upper Northwest. And it's usually hard to take that trek up to the upper Northwest and get a victory. Geno had been playing so well up until yesterday. He was at 70%. Well, 70%.
He still played a good game.
Yeah, he was at 70% passing all week, all season, and he did not play a good game. He was at like 10% or something. He went 3 for 7. He went something ridiculous. Was it him? It might have been. No, I know who went 3 for 17. I'll get to him in a minute. It wasn't Geno, but Geno didn't play well. And they got punched in the mouth. And Carolina Panthers punched him in the mouth because guess what? Tom Brady got molested. I'm sorry to use that terminology, but it's just what it is. The Niners. He went out to the West Coast to where he first loved football. And they had his little baby pictures up when they were showing when he was out there watching the San Francisco 49ers play football.
Can you say massacre, man?
Woo!
Like that was like we said people gonna beat up this team.
It wasn't?
Nah. This was different.
You ain't get
this
that.
was massive.
Did you get that?
Man.
It wasn't Purdy. Yeah, because Brock Purdy was the quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers.
Hey,
the
it's
rookie.
just when we thought
Ooh,
that, because Garoppolo was down and may not seem,
man,
Purdy made it look
pretty bad. Pretty bad. Yeah.
And the defense does help.
Mhm.
That 49 defense
That
does.
49 defense is incredible.
If you get a lot of chances are you gonna come up with the W.
Mhm.
And that's what defense, the 49 defense gives you.
Absolutely. Their defense is stellar and they play tough. Shout out to the Niners Nation out there. Y'all know y'all got a hell of a team. It's gonna be tough. Y'all gonna be a tough out in the playoffs.
Yes.
Definitely. They're gonna be a problem. I promise you, that defense is tough.
That top 5.
Mhm.
Race, the Niners is doing what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to what used to be one of the hottest teams in the NFL, Miami Dolphins.
Ooh, he's going from tornado tour to terrible tour because, listen, he the one that went 3 for 17 and came out and did not throw the ball well for his ball club. Versus the Chargers. The Chargers who are now the triumphant Chargers. Because right now Justin Herbert is looking like that first round pick that you want, as he's looked since day one pretty much. This guy is stellar. He's a problem. Justin Herbert out there in that AFC. And let me tell you something. That's another team that's going to be a tough out is the Chargers. They have a lot of stuff at all levels that they have to deal with, from the running game, the passing game.
They all the way in the playoffs, man.
Hey, man.
They not in there.
Wait, listen. Trust me. Justin Herbert is a problem. Those teams up there in the AFC know Justin Herbert is a problem. Because you got to look at it like this. In the AFC, how many teams you can really beat them right now? Like, for real.
4,
Think about it.
4, 5.
4, 5? Name them. That's going to really beat the Chargers right now. Right now. You can name 4 teams?
Yeah. The Bills.
Okay.
KC.
Okay. And that's about it.
The Bengals.
That's about it. That's about it. And maybe listen, they'll fight all those other teams. Bengals, Bills, Kansas City, Chargers. That's your AFC right there. Those are the teams that's gonna have to be the ones that's gonna be down deep in the playoff run. Those are the ones that you're gonna have to deal with right now, I promise you.
Hey, Tennessee, they just washed out right on out of the playoff.
Yeah, Tennessee.
Miami, y'all just washed right on out.
Not gonna be able to do
man,
it.
moving forward, man. Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots.
Oh yeah.
America's second favorite team.
Oh my goodness.
Versus Arizona.
Monday Night Football. Monday Night Football
and the cowless, Murray-less Arizona Cardinals.
I wish Kyler Murray a speedy recovery. 3rd play of the game, he goes down untouched, and it's come to be confirmed that he has an ACL tear in his knee, and it didn't look good. And once that happened, I think they let the air out of their whole mob, and it was the New England Patriots smelled blood in the water. Mac Jones and his team played well.
Colt McCoy did not get it done.
No. Cole doesn't get it done. And we'll see how he does with a week with the Stars when he comes back next week. But their season is pretty much done. Zeno. Their season's pretty much done.
Bright spots. Y'all, the fans still want to go see Hopkins.
Yeah.
Watch the last couple games.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I'm still gonna root for Judy.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving on to our top 5 of the Stop it, 5 of the week.
I need y'all to put y'all top 5 in the comments, man. Tell us what y'all like. Tell us what you don't like.
And as we state every week, we do not base our top 5 off of stats.
No.
We base our top 5 off of who do you fear the most? Who do you not want to play?
Right. That's our top 5. Right
That's
now.
our top
and
5.
It changes week to week.
So you can go first. Let me go first.
You can go first.
And we're going to do a countdown.
Yeah.
Number 5, the Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
I don't think it's too much need to be said about that. They're playing awesome football.
Yes, they
on
are.
both ends. Like you said, they're gonna make it. They're getting ready for their playoff run. And they showing up every week, and they won a couple in a row. And you really don't want to play them right now. Number 4, my man Joe and the Bengals.
Joe Cool.
Mm-hmm. If it wasn't for Baltimore hanging on by that, they'd be already known. They'd be at the top of their division right now, and they'd be controlling their own destiny.
Mm-hmm.
If they keep getting W's, I believe they're going to win the division.
I think they.
I believe they definitely going to win the division.
Yeah.
Number 3, Philadelphia Eagles.
Woo!
Philadelphia, yeah, they had number 3.
3.
Yeah, Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles on both sides of the ball, doing what they do.
Ooh. Okay.
Number 2.
2.
Leave y'all top 5 down in the bottom. The Detroit Lions. Number 2.
Holy smokes.
Detroit Lions.
Holy smokes, Batman.
It's a lot.
The Lions are ahead
for
of the Eagles in his top 5. Y'all write this down. Y'all please comment.
Do not want to
say
see
something. Please say
Detroit
something.
Lions right now.
Okay.
And let me tell you why.
Okay.
One is they're playing to get in the playoff. They got to win.
Okay.
And as you seen this week, they are not playing with nobody. You don't want to see them people right now.
Right. I mean, but damn.
Yes, the Detroit Lions.
Okay. That's your top 5. Keep
That's
on.
my top 5. And number 1.
Number 1.
The Purdy and the 49ers, man. You might want to see the
tough.
49ers.
Yeah, they tough.
The first thing you got to go in there is and try to figure out if you're going to score. How you going to score?
Right.
You know, are you going to score 20 points? And then figure out defense. You got to figure out if you're going to even be able to score.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they got injured Debo. Debo went down. Hopefully he's not out for the season, but he had a serious ankle.
Even with that, I'm not even talking about their offense. Their offense puts up some points.
Yeah.
But 7 points, Purdy, like the next two weeks before that, they got the best, point ratio differential in the NFL.
Okay.
Hands down, defense won football games.
Yeah, Niners. I can't lie.
Niners number 1.
All right. Well, that was his top 5. It's a little, y'all say something. Say something. I'm going to go with my top 5 right now. My top 5 this week, I'm going to go at the bottom of mine is the Bengals. Is my number 5. Okay, Bengals, Joe Cool, Jamar Chase, they up there. They in my top 5. They doing what they do. Number 4. My number 4 is the team that dropped down, but I can't penalize them completely because even though I just said earlier, ugly W is better than a beautiful loss. So I got the Cowboys at my number 4 right now. Number 3, I go with those Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen and the crew. They top 3 in my book. Number 2, I put number 2 with the defense and Purdy. The Niners is my number 2. And then, of course, I still, listen, man, the Eagles ain't lost but 1 game, okay? 1 division game, and since then, they done nothing but stomp a mud hole in people. I can't do nothing but put the Eagles as my number 1 team. I mean, I don't know how you have any other team at number 1 in the NFL right now, but
that's his top 5.
that's what it is. That's my top 5.
Put y'all top 5 down in the comments.
Right.
Like, comment, subscribe.
All of that.
It's been BlockBoy SportsTalk.
Week 14, baby.
Appreciate y'all. See y'all next week. See y'all for the fight soon on BlockBoy SportsTalk.
Yes.
And we out.
Already. Holla at your boy, man. Y'all know how we do it. Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Come on, man. Holla at your boy. What you doing now?
BlockBoy and BlockBoys do block things. I'm a BlockBoy and BlockBoys do block things. I'm a BlockBoy and BlockBoys do block things. Once you in it, then you in it, and there's no stop.